EOB Life ìkànnì tẹ́yàn láyò ní EOB Life ìdùnnú yín ló jẹ wá lógún.
Guys, it's time. Let's ride. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and sport lovers, it's about time to talk about sport and all the excitement surrounding the beautiful game of basketball. Talking about tennis, boxing, and of course football. So I say good morning to you this beautiful Wednesday morning, and let me confirm this to you. Today is 13 days in the month of October 2022, and of course this is the midweek edition of Sporting Wave on your super dial EOB Live, and you already know we are broadcasting live from the city of Ibadan, the capital city of Oyo State. And you know what, this station we keep getting popular because we get the spectacular, because we get a formula to make your day spectacular. And if we're talking about sport, definitely you are in the right place. Because we have been commissioned by the station to take you through all the ever exciting, ever interesting, ever blazing, ever controversial world of sport. We do this every Monday morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Nigerian time, and on Wednesdays like this at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Nigerian time, when we give you all the critical analysis coming from the world of football, basketball, and of course tennis. My name is Ayomikun Adeniyi. I am the captain of this ship. You can simply call me Purity. So tell your friends to come and enjoy what we have for you this morning. We have a lot of interesting stories to share with you this morning. Talking about Champions League. It's about time for all the Chelsea fans together here, and let's celebrate Chelsea yesterday, because yesterday we got a back-to-back win against AC Milan right there yesterday at the San Siro Stadium. It was Chelsea 2, AC Milan nothing. It was indeed an interesting one. Currently, Chelsea are in top of that particular group. Also, we talked about Juventus yesterday, as they were defeated by Maccabi Haifa by 2-0. It was indeed an embarrassing one for them. But then we talk about all the stories concerning the match and talk about the coach of that team also. Is it the right time for him to get sacked? We give you all the details this morning. Not to forget yesterday, Manchester City were head to a draw by Copenhagen. Remember, in the first leg, it was 5 goals in favor of City. And yesterday, City without their main man, the top striker, Alan, yesterday, it was a goalless draw for them. And also, Real Madrid, champions of Champions League, we had to a draw yesterday also. It was indeed a great one for them. And yesterday, they got a late equalizer, Anthony Rudiger. Give you all the story this morning. PSG also, we had to a draw by Benfica yesterday. And not to forget, we talk about ongoing under-17 FIFA Women's World Cup right there in Indiana. Yesterday we witnessed Flamingos talking about the Nigerian under-17 women team were defeated by the champions of Europe, talking about Germany by 2-1 in that particular game. And Nigeria scored earlier before the Java got an equalizer in the second half, and at the end of the day, they got a deserving leader. But yesterday, one of the most surprising, interesting, embarrassing moments yesterday was when the USA, talking about the American female team, defeated, disgraced, humiliated. I was talking about India yesterday by 8-0. And also Morocco were defeated by Brazil by 1-0. We'll talk about that this morning. And also we'll talk about the inaugural meeting of the NFF that happened yesterday. And also yesterday, Magnum Pillinga handed over officially. We'll talk about that this morning. About some features that will be happening today, talking about UEFA Champions League, and also tomorrow talking about UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League. We give you all the details this morning. Of course, we're going to talk about basketball this morning also. Preseason. Oklahoma City Thunder yesterday were in action and they got their win as expected. Orlando Magic also were in action yesterday. Early hours of today, and they got their win as expected. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to take you around the fascinating world of sport. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself as I take you through the journey of sport this beautiful morning. My name is Ayomikun Adeni, and this morning I am not alone. I got my brother. He's back talking about David Ibigbami of Chelsea.
For live. Yeah, good morning to you. Good morning to our viewers at home. I mean, it feels good to be here again to talk sports. I mean, to do what we know how to do best. That's talking sports. Yeah, a whole lot has happened in the last 24 hours in the world of sports. Interesting stories. Starting from Liverpool, where they come out with the prognosis of when Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Matip be out for Liverpool. I mean, it's looking as reports is going now. It's looking as if Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joe Matip be out for at least 3 weeks for Liverpool, which is not actually looking good for them. I mean, Liverpool are currently struggling. Luis Diaz is also out of the World Cup as well. And looking at Liverpool right now, they are really struggling to actually get results, and their key players getting to be injured right now is not a very good one for their coach Jurgen Klopp. I mean, they have a game today, and let's see how they will actually fare against Rangers in Scotland, and they have a big match over the weekend against Manchester City. Their rival, that's Pep Guardiola. So we wait and see what will actually happen over the weekend, and all in all, we will see how Liverpool gets to manage. We actually get to cope with the injury worries they have in their team right now. Man, today, on a 17 Women's World Cup yesterday, and starting from the USA side that defeated the Indians yesterday. I mean, this result will actually interest Nigeria the most, because the former Super Falcons coach of Nigeria, that's Thomas Denabi, was the coach of the India under 17 yesterday, and he suffered a huge defeat to the USA side yesterday. We know the Indians not to be a footballing country, but yesterday was in an appalling disgrace for them. I mean, they should have done better at the worst stage, but all in all, they got trashed by the USA side. I'm good on for USA now. They got their first win of this campaign, and let's see how they will actually fare. For the Flamingos of Nigeria, they lost yesterday, and they started really well. They got the first goal by Hussein in the 30th minute, but due to the injuries to the captain of the side, I mean, the coach made 2 substitutions at halftime, and I feel this actually cost the Flamingos of yesterday of the result, and the Germans actually got a win at the expense of the Flamingos yesterday. But I have some reservations about the Super for the Flamingos with the jersey they won yesterday. We'll talk about that already. Show and the UEFA Champions League yesterday continues, and Chelsea getting a double over AC Milan, getting their first win in Italy since 2003. And just looking at Mason Mount is in the mode of getting assists right now, and Graham Potter is actually getting a good result. 4 wins in a row now, and for AC Milan, not so good for them, and they've not yet qualified for the Champions League since for the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League since 2012-2013 season, and right now it's looking dicey if AC Milan will actually qualify out of this group. And for Juventus yesterday, not a very good result for them. They lost to a neutralist side, Maccabi Haifa, by 2 goals to nothing. Massimiliano Allegri has been so poor for Juventus this season. I mean, they've just won 2 of their 9 last matches, and that speaks volume of how Juventus has been so bad this present season. And right now they are third in the UEFA Champions League group stage, and it's looking as if they actually struggle. I mean, the road is no more clear for them to actually qualify to the round of 16 of this competition. Because looking at the table right now, Benfica with 8 points, likewise PSG are with 8 points as well. So for Juventus, it's looking as if they will make do with the Europa League, slot, and it will not actually be a good one for their fans, looking at how Juventus has been a very huge club in Italy and then qualifying for the Europa League. But all in all, the board actually came out yesterday to say Massimiliano Allegri will still be the manager of Juventus. But I don't really know how their fans will actually cope right now. But time will tell. For PSG, Kylian Mbappe become the all-time high goal scorer for PSG in the history of the UEFA Champions League. They got a draw yesterday, not a bad result. Looking at without Messi, I mean, Benfica are really doing so well in this competition. For Real Madrid, I mean, they got a late goal from Antonio Rudiger, but I wasn't surprised looking at the starting 11 yesterday. They have a game this weekend against Barcelona, the El Clasico, so the coach rested on a couple of players. So a whole lot to dissect and analyze this wonderful morning. Thanks for having me.
That is coming from David Ibigbami this morning. And before we proceed, let's quickly go to our Facebook page. We have Awotono Olayemi Olasko saying good morning. He said good morning to you, brother. You can as well keep sharing this particular program nationwide. This is the sports headquarters talking about at the southwest of Nigeria, where we give you all the details coming from the world of sport. And this morning, it's time to celebrate Chelsea fans. If you know your Chelsea fans are there, we want to see your comment and your reaction this particular morning. Quickly this morning, let's start from the World of Champions League. Some matches gathered yesterday, and yesterday at the Celtic Park right here in Scotland, Alvin Lesbig defeated Celtic by 2-0. It was indeed a good one for them, as we saw the likes of Thomas Werner, the former Chelsea guy, was in goal yesterday. And also Real Madrid played a 1-1 draw against Shakhtar Donetsk yesterday at the Polish Army Stadium yesterday. It was indeed a very interesting one. We saw Anthony Rudiger, a former Chelsea man, also getting that late equalizer for the champions of the Champions League yesterday. And yesterday at San Siro, it was indeed a very great one for Chelsea, as they get their maximum 3-pointer right there. Talking about AC Milan yesterday, it was 2-0 in favor of the Blue. The London Cowboys are getting goals these days. Yesterday, in the 18 minutes of that game, Fikayo Tomori, another former Chelsea guy, was red carded, and penalty was awarded for Chelsea yesterday, which was converted by Jorginho via a penalty in 21 minutes. And later in that encounter, Aubameyang jumped the league to make it 2 goals in favor of Chelsea. And yesterday also, PSG got a draw against Benfica. The two teams scored via penalty. First, it was Mbappe in 39 minutes. And later that day, João Mario also in 62 minutes got a penalty in favor of Benfica. It was a 1-1 draw yesterday. And one of the biggest results yesterday was Maccabi Haifa defeating Juventus, the old ladies, by 2-0 at the Sami Offa Stadium right there. It was indeed an interesting one. And currently, I think Juve are in a serious mess. We'll talk about all that in this show this morning. Quickly, let me give you other results that happened yesterday. Copenhagen played a goalless draw against Manchester City yesterday. Also, Dynamo Zagreb against Salzburg, it was 1-1. Celtic were defeated by Leipzig by 2-0. Borussia Dortmund against Sevilla, it was 1-1. And of course, Chelsea got their win yesterday. Quickly, let me give you the table. Coming from Group E this morning, Chelsea are in top with 7 points, followed by RB Salzburg by 6 points, AC Milan with 4 points, Dynamo Zagreb with 4 points. So currently, I think AC Milan are in a mess. And in Group B, we have the league leaders, the champions of the Champions League, Real Madrid with 10 points, RB Leipzig with 6 points, Shakhtar Donetsk with 5 points, and Celtic Glasgow just 1 point. Elsewhere, in Group G, we have Manchester City with 10 points, Dortmund with 7 points, Sevilla with 2 points, Copenhagen with 2 points. Group H, we have PSG with just 8 points, Benfica with 8 points, Juventus with 3 points, Maccabi Haifa with 3 points. That is regards after 4 games played. And right here, we have Arani Yaya saying well done from Ishain. Thank you very much. You have been one of our greatest fans, always commenting and showing reaction to this particular program. So God bless you. Kazim Abdullahi says keep it up. Good work, bro. Thank you for your comments, and let's know the team that representing this morning. So before we proceed, let me ask David Ibigami, from the look of the table now, do you think AC Milan will make it through the next round?
It's looking dicey for AC Milan. I feel their next game is against Dynamo Zagreb and RB Salzburg, and these two teams you actually fancy their chances against AC Milan. Looking at the table right now, the RB Salzburg actually need a win to actually progress to the next round of this competition. They are currently on 6 points, and Dynamo Zagreb as well on 4 points. And looking at Dynamo Zagreb, they can be very stubborn as well. I mean, they defeated Chelsea at the start of this group stage competition by 1 goal to 0, and it's actually be a very torrid one for AC Milan. But I just feel they will manage to actually get the needed results to progress to the knockout stage of this competition. Yesterday, if you take a look at their squad, you can actually see that AC Milan were at injury worries yesterday. I mean, their number 1 goalkeeper was not in goal yesterday. That was Steve Magnam. I mean, their second goalkeeper was in goal, and for AC Milan, that kind of injury, we all know how it actually affects the teams going forward. So I feel if all those players injured actually come back and get to the rhythm or get to play very well, I feel AC Milan will actually get to qualify at the expense of Dynamo Zagreb and RB Salzburg.
What about that situation talking about Juventus? We've seen them this season. They've not been doing well all around the league, even in the Serie A. Right there in Italy, they will be finding it difficult, to get their national win. Is it the right time for the member of that team to sack the coach, because we have good coaches right there talking about even this former Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel is currently jobless. I think, do you think it's the right time for them to get Allegri sacked?
Yeah, I mean, this is the right time for Massimiliano Allegri to leave the job of for Juventus rather right now. I mean, we have a couple of coaches outside job right now. I mean, we have Thomas Tuchel, who has just been fired by Chelsea. I mean, we have Zinedine Zidane, their former legend, is actually jobless right now as well. We have Mauricio Pochettino outside somewhere, who's also actually looking for an opportunity. So I feel I don't know what is actually keeping the Juventus board from sacking Massimiliano Allegri right now. If you take a look at how Juventus have been performing this season, they are currently placed 8th in the Serie A table, which at the caliber of Juventus, they should really be in that kind of position, and they are on course to actually qualify for the Europa League this season, in a group where we have where we have PSG and Maccabi Haifa and Benfica. At least Juventus should be actually qualifying second out of this group, but it's not looking so for them right now, and not looking good for a club like Juventus. So I just feel Massimiliano Allegri, this is the time. I mean, his time should have been ended a very long time ago. So maybe it's not too late for them now. They should take the needed step and get to appoint a very good manager. I mean, they have a very good roster. I mean, if not actually push for the title, but performing on a high level. I mean, they have one of the best strikers in Europe, which I feel is doing well for himself. That's Vlahovic. I mean, he's doing well for himself. And they have a very good goalkeeper as well, which is Nesnin, and they have a couple of experienced players in that team. Angel Di Maria is also in that team, and they should be performing woefully at the stage of this competition. So maybe they actually need a new coach, in a new life at Juventus right now.
Okay, let's talk about Chelsea currently. I think they are doing well. In their last game against AC Milan and at Stamford Bridge, they got their 3 goals and with 3 points. And yesterday also they did it again by defeating AC Milan by 2 goals to nothing, which is indeed getting 6 points from AC Milan, which has shoot them to the top of that log. And yesterday we have several controversies in that particular match, talking about Fikayo Tomori red carded yesterday. So many people has been showing their reaction, talking about that particular red card. To you, in your own honest opinion, you do think the red card was a well-deserved red card?
Yeah, to me, people have been talking about the red card being harsh, but I feel going by the rules, by I5, I feel is the red card. Looking at the situation yesterday, Fikayo Tomori was the last man, and if you actually talking about being a penalty, a red card should actually be brandished to Fikayo Tomori as well yesterday. So I don't feel the referees actually made a decision yesterday. But all in all, the referee lost his how should I put it now? Lost his control of the game yesterday. We can see how the AC Milan guys felt yesterday, and how they went on diving, and the referee been blowing whistle almost every time of the match.
Yellow card in that
yeah, there was a lot of yellow card there. So the referee didn't actually manage the game yesterday, but to the game in proper, Chelsea won, and very good one for them. At some point in time, it was looking as if Chelsea won't actually make it out of this group, but right now, they are on top of this group, and for Graham Potter, 4 wins out of 4. Keeping 3 clean sheets in a row right now, and they are scoring goals at plenty. Mason Mount is in the mood of getting assists. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is getting goals, and it's looking as if that jinx on number 9 jersey, I feel Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is actually getting to spoil the jinx right now. It's making us know that there's not jinx to the number 9 jersey at Chelsea right now. And for the likes of Raheem Sterling, getting to play yesterday, and getting to play at a high level yesterday. So for Graham Potter, let's wait and see how they will actually move forward. This is not the last step for them. They shouldn't be overcarried away with the results they actually got yesterday. There's still much work to do. There's still an improvement to actually make to the squad. To the squad like Chelsea, and they have a very good fixtures coming up against them. They have Aston Villa over the weekend. They have Brentford in the midweek edition, and they have Manchester United next week weekend. So they have fixtures coming at plenty for them. And for Reece James yesterday, he got injured, and we don't know the time and length Reece James will actually be coming back from the injury. But I just feel they will actually manage it. It will be sorely missed, but they will find a way to actually get to play without Reece James.
Yeah, that is coming from David Ibiba. He says that Chelsea will find a way to play without Reece James. Away from that this morning, and let's just straight to the matches that will be decided today. Atletico Madrid will play host to Club Brugge today. Later today, Napoli like Lagos will play host to Ajax Amsterdam today. Barcelona also will be on action against Inter Milan. Not to forget, Rangers Glasgow make host to Liverpool. Bayern Munich also will be in action today. Not to forget, Bayern Leverkusen against Porto. Lots and lots of matches to be decided today. So keep it logged, because right here will be giving you all the latest coming from the World of Champions League. Away from that this morning, some matches were decided yesterday, talking about UEFA Youth League yesterday. Shakhtar Donetsk was defeated by Real Madrid under 19 by 3 goals to nothing. Not to forget that Juventus under 19 defeated Maccabi Haifa under 19 team by 3 goals to 1. Not to forget Copenhagen were also defeated Manchester City under 19 team by 3 goals to 1. Dynamo Zagreb defeated Salzburg under 19 by 2 goals to 1. Paris Saint-Germain under 19 were also defeated by Benfica by 3 goals to 2. these are the matches that happened yesterday. Chelsea were defeated by AC Milan under 19 team also by 3-1. A lot of talking points. Today also Napoli under 19 will be facing Ajax under 19. Atletico Madrid will be facing Club Brugge. Tottenham under 19 will be facing Frankfurt later today. Barcelona under 19 hosts Inter Milan under 19. Also Rangers under 19 will host Liverpool under 19. So keep it longer on this die. We give you the best and nothing but the best. And today, Adeoti Olasukomi saying well done and thank you for your comment. And yesterday, talking about the FIFA Under-17 Women World Cup right there in Indiana, Nigeria were defeated by Germany. The champions of Europe defeated Nigeria by 2-1. Yesterday, Nigeria started with the 4-4-2 formation yesterday with Faith, the goalkeeper, right there. And in the left back, we have Comfort for Lonshaw. In the central back, we have Tumuninu Adesina. Partner in we have Shakirat Onyola. And the goal scorer is playing from the right back, Miracle Sani. In the midfielder, we have Taiwo Afolabi, Mary Aderemi, Blessing Emmanuel, and Etim. And right here in the attacking position, we have Okpeyemi Kalejaye and Josu. So those are the starting lineup yesterday for the Nigeria Under-17. But at the end of the day, we were defeated by 2-1. Elsewhere, Brazil defeated Morocco by 1-0. And not to forget, Chile defeated New Zealand by 3-1. And the most embarrassing moment, India, the host of this tournament, were defeated, were disgraced by the United States of America by 8-0. 8 whooping goals to nothing. Those are the results of yesterday. And today, Canada will be facing France under 17 and Mexico will be on action against China. Spain will be in action against Colombia. Japan against Tanzania, the debutants of this particular tournament. So today, actions will resume. And not to forget that Nigeria also will be back in action against New Zealand. We hope they can escape through. David, what was your thought about the Flamingos?
I have two thoughts. Starting from the performance yesterday, and yesterday, they started really well, and they got the first goal by Miracle Sene, and it was actually looking as if the Flamingos will actually get a win against the Germans. The European champions, but due to injury, which I feel actually cost them the result, to the captain of the side, and the Germans actually made advantage of that of the injury and actually got 2 goals in the second half of that competition. But all in all, I just feel the Flamingos, what they actually need to do right now is just focus to the end of the match. Yesterday, we can actually see that they were actually the better side in the first half of this competition, but the chances they had, they didn't really take opportunity to actually convert those chances, and the Germans punished them in the second half of their particular competition. But I feel there's still work to do. They have a game this Friday against the New Zealand, and let's wait and see if they actually get the needed result. But for the second part, I have a problem with the jersey. The Flamingos, the Flamingos were yesterday. We have a new sponsors. We have a new jersey for for the national teams right now, released by Nike. And we saw the Germans yesterday. They were wearing the jersey the Germans will actually wear for the World Cup of this competition. And yesterday, the issues about the girls washing their clothes. We had the girls washing their clothes in the under-20 competition. I think it actually played out yesterday for the Flamingos yesterday, because I don't really feel. I don't really know how the Flamingos will actually get to wear an old jersey that had been that has not been used. We have a new one, and the Flamingos are getting to put on a old jersey. It's a old design. It's not really looking good for Nigeria. That was a disgrace at the world level. As at the 13 minutes of the competition, our striker, that's Ajakaye, the number J on his jersey was actually peeling, and I don't know how the NFF are actually doing been. I mean, they should actually come out with a statement and to actually explain this to us. Maybe the the rumors about the girls washing their jersey at major competition, maybe it's actually true, because they were allegedly alleged of not giving the guests the proper care, and it actually plays out yesterday, because I don't know how they actually get to defend themselves, but the Ibrahim Gusso led NFF board should actually come out with a statement and let's know what really happened, why the girls are actually putting on a nude jersey that has not been that has been rebranded right now by Nike to a new one. So let's see what they will actually come out with, and let them explain what really transpired. And they have a game on Friday. Let's see if they will actually get to wear their new one, or they will say put on the old one, just like they did yesterday.
Okay, let's forget about the jersey now. Let's talk about the chances of progressing. You know, earlier in Nigerians have been finding it difficult to progress past the quarterfinal. Talking about the first edition in 2008, they were sent out. From the group stage, and ever since then, they've been playing quarterfinal. And before they left Nigeria, they were given a mandate that at least they should get to the semi-final. Do you think that one is visible for the Nigeria under 17 to get to the semi-final of this stage? Coupled seeing the likes of USA, the likes of Germany with good quality, the likes of Brazil with good quality. Do you think it's possible for Nigeria under 17 to progress?
It's looking so dicey for them, and we can't really talk about a team qualifying to the next stage of this competition. It's just one game out of 3 in the group stage. If they actually get to work on themselves, their next 2 games, they should actually get to win both against New Zealand and the other team as well. I feel they will against Chile, and I feel they will actually get to progress. They progress to the quarterfinal of this competition. Let's take it one step at a time. Yes, let them win against New Zealand and against the Chileans as well. So we can then talk about them qualifying to the semi-final of this competition. We saw the Super Falcons, how the pressure really affected them in their own competition as well. They won 3 of their 3 group stage matches, and when they got to the quarterfinal of the competition, they faltered, which I feel it was due to the pressure Nigerians actually put on them to actually get to the final of that competition. So I feel the Flamingos, we shouldn't put much pressure on them. Let them enjoy their game. This is an age group competition to actually look for talent. It's not about winning all the time. It's actually to actually develop players, to actually progress to the under 20 national team. So it's not about the girls winning the under 17 World Cup. So let's see what they will actually do in their next game of this competition.
Okay, let's see what they're going to do in the next stage of this competition. That is coming from my guy, David Ibiga. Thank you very much for that. Away from the under 17 World Cup now, we'll be moving straight to the Nigerian scene, talking about the NFF. Yesterday, the first inaugural meeting was held right there in Abuja. Yesterday, we make a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, talking about Sunday Dare. And these guys are the new NFF president, led by Alhaji Musa Gasso. Yesterday, had their first inaugural meeting, and yesterday also, Maju Pinnick formally hands over the new NFF board. It was indeed a great ceremony right there yesterday in Abuja. We are expecting a lot from this new board, talking about Alhaji Ibrahim Gasso led administration. Called the election held the 30th of September this year. The new board has been merged, so action. What do you expect from this new board? Short time.
I have a lot to talk about, and for the Ibrahim Gasso led administration, I feel what I feel they should actually do right now is improve the national teams first. The Super Eagles and the Super Falcons of Nigeria. I will actually talk about that. Okay. First, the national teams. Over time, let me start from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Over time, the Super Eagles have not really performing well since 2013 when we won the African Cup of Nations by the former coach right now, late Stephen Keshi. And ever since then, Nigeria didn't qualify for 2 successive African Cup of Nations, apart from the one we qualified in 2019 by Gennett Straw-led Super Eagles regime. And we've not been really being competitive at the African stage, not to talk of at the world level. I mean, we have lots of quality players right there in Nigeria and right there in Europe, and we shouldn't be actually playing. I mean, at this level. I mean, Nigeria didn't qualify for the World Cup. I mean, let's give our own base coaches some chance to actually prove themselves. Since 2015, when they are putting in a throw, we've not really seen a massive improvement in the Super Eagles setup. And now that they've really appointed Jose Pizarro as the Super Eagles head coach, we can't really pinpoint the developments that are happening to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So I just feel, instead of us giving these foreign coaches a lot of money to come here and we can work on the local coaches, and
that's right.
yes, for the Super Falcons as well. Let's build these girls. I mean, I don't have problem with them really much, but I just feel the coach aspect is where I have problem. I mean, they used to give the home base players some chances to actually prove themselves in the Super Falcons setup, but the coach to actually think as decide to greater heights is what I'm actually having problem with. I mean, we have a former coach, a Nigerian coach, Florence Omadbimi, if I'm right. She won the African Cup of Nations for Nigeria, and this foreign coach, the foreign coach that we think is better, was not able to win just the African Cup of Nations that just ended in Morocco. I mean, that's not actually good, and we are actually paying these coaches a huge amount of money. So I just feel they should work on that aspect, and going to the under 17 level, under 20 level as well, the grassroots level. We need a very good grassroots. Maybe we should appoint a manager that will actually get to go to this grassroots and scout players to actually come and play for the under 17, and let's see that progression. I mean, there are a whole lot of the transition from the under 17 to the under 20 to the main team as well. I mean, we have a whole lot of talents right there in Nigeria. Nigeria are not short of talents. I mean, we have a whole lot of players all over the country. I mean, we can get even we are talking about Nigeria winning the under 17 Cup of the under 17 World Cup. Every edition. I mean, we have the talents to actually do that. So the Ibrahim Gusso led administration should actually look at this aspect as well. And to the Nigerian League, I mean, that's an eyesore. Though they are not the ones to actually look at the Nigerian League. We have the LMC or the IMC right now. So, but I mean, they also have their responsibility stake there also to actually give orders to the LMC, and let's have an improvement to the Nigerian Professional Football League. It's been long since we've seen the Nigerian Professional League football being broadcasted on terrestrial TV, likewise on satellite TV as well. I mean, we should be seeing Nigerian leagues on satellite TV, and this whole of fans encroaching the pitch, France beating referees. I mean, we should actually stop that right now in the Nigerian Professional Football League. So, I mean, those aspects, if Ibrahim Gusso led administration can actually work on that, Nigerian football will actually move forward in the 4 years right now that we actually be working on.
That is coming from David Ibibame. I'm leaving Nigerian scene this morning, just straight to the CAF Champions League. Talking about AC United. Their coach, Fidelis Elechukwu, have said going back to Tunisia, they are going to attack in an attacking formation to get a maximum win and qualify for the group stage. Though we know it's not going to be easy for them to record in the first leg. It was 2-1 in favor of Plateau United. And the second leg will be happen this weekend. And the coach has promised an attacking formation against their opponent. Away from that, we're talking about the CAF Champions League, and we'll be getting straight to the women's scene, where the CAF has announced that there will not be cash award to the winners of that particular account. That particular competition. Recall that last year, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa won the media edition, and CAF has announced that there will not be cash donation to the winner of that tournament. What is your reaction to that? I mean, that is not fair.
That's not fair enough. I mean, this comes down to gender inequality. Yeah. I mean, we're having a competition for the female. Just like the CAF Champions League as well, and biggest competition when it comes to African women football, and we are now having we are not having a prize money for them. It's not looking good for African football. I mean, these girls, what will be their motivation to actually play well in this particular competition job? But I just feel the African, the CAF should actually do well. I mean, we can't really pinpoint what they have actually done in the last 2 to 3 years. They've actually been in office, and coming out to say there will not be a prize money for the winner of the CAF Champions League for the women is not encouraging. It's not encouraging for these girls. I mean, just at the point where we feel African women football will actually be on a high level.
Because I was reasoning to the point that these guys, I mean, the club management will spend a lot of money to transport this to another country, to the venue of that tournament, spend money for accommodation and all that, and at the end of the tournament you say there's no so what's the essence of playing that particular competition?
It's very appalling to actually see this news coming out from African football. I mean, when I get to listen to this kind of news, I feel so sad. I mean, looking at the Europeans, how they actually go with their teams, and we have the UEFA Champions League for the women, and we know even though it's not even at the stage with the boys, but we know what they will actually earn. We know how the leagues is being run over there in Europe when it comes to women's football. But right there in Africa, it seems we are not really progressing. I mean, just when we think the women football in Africa is actually progressing, I mean, this kind of news is telling us that there's still much work to do in women's football. But I just feel right now the CAF, maybe they should actually find a way. There's still work to do. They can still find a way to actually get to reward these girls, the winner of this competition, going forward.
Okay, we have Alhaji Taufik Olabisi saying good morning from Shakir. We say good morning to you. He said also good morning, good job from Shakir. He said thank you for your comment. You can do well as sharing this particular program on Facebook. We are on Facebook. We are on EOB Live, Twitter and Instagram, and also our YouTube channel. You can do well. Do that for all. And also, Olakojo Adebayo said, good morning, guys. We say thank you for your comment. Let the comment keep coming. Right about now, we still have a lot of story to give to you. We'll talk about the UEFA Europa League and also the UEFA Conference League that will be happening tomorrow. And we still have basketball stories to give you this morning. And also, we give you details of injuries coming in from the world of football this morning. But right about now, we'll be going on a short commercial break. And when we return, one thing is sure, Sporting Waves will return. Keep it live.
Gbogbo ẹni tó lọ́jọ́ ayẹyẹ lọ́nà tó fẹ́ sọ di má ní gbàgbé. Tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ bó ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́ kí gbogbo ayé ó máa rí lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. EOB Multi-Concept Limited ní kẹ́ẹ̀kan sí lónìí for your event live streaming and post-production with digital video and photo. Fún ayẹyẹ yín tó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà yẹn, ẹ̀yin nílò gbajúgbajà olórin àtàwọn caterer, servers pẹ̀lú àwọn professional ushers. Ẹ má ronú ibi méjì. EOB Multi-Concept Nigeria Limited náà ní kẹ́ ẹ pé bóyá yìí fẹ́ polówó ọjà yín tàbí ìjọ ọlọ́run yín ẹ kàn sí EOB Live online visual and radio. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àtúnlẹ̀jẹ́ agbẹnusọ àtàṣojú fún iléeṣẹ́ yín káàkiri àgbáyé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wọn wá tukọ̀ ètò ìyẹn MC lóde àríyá. EOB Multi-Concept náà ní kẹ́ ẹ máa bọ̀. àfi ń dà yín lójú pa ò ní já yín kulẹ̀. ayẹyẹ yín máa di má ní gbàgbé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rí kéèké. fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé àwọn ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yín ní kẹ́ ẹ máa pè 08056683178 tàbí 08030405500. ọlọ́run ògo ní forúkọ rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú EOB Multi-Concept Limited. Make your event a memorable one.
All right, you're welcome back. In case you are joining us for the first time, it is Sporting Wave on your super dial EOB Live, and we are broadcasting live from the city of Ibadan, the capital city of Oyo State, where we give you all the latest coming from the world of football, tennis, basketball, and of course boxing. We give you the best because we are the best. Quickly this morning, let's talk about injuries of some guys. They talk about the world of football. I can tell you that Pablo Dybala will be missing the World Cup after picking up an injury right there in his club of Roman and also a good one of Victor Osimhen, because currently reports which you know is that currently he's training with his squad that will be clashing in the Champions League today against Ajax and also Luis Diaz of Liverpool with the out of World Cup due to a knee injury also. So many injuries this time around. Talking about the world of football. In England, we have Kai Walker injured. We have Alexander Arnold injured also. Not to forget, Reece James also picked up an injury yesterday. Although we don't know how severe the injury is. But then, those are the injury coming from the world of football this morning. Away from football this morning, let's talk about basketball. Because earlier hours of today, some matches were decided talking about preseason games in build-up of the new NBA season. Not to forget, Oklahoma City Thunders defeated the Prisoners earlier hours of today by 115 to 99 points. Orlando Magic defeating Memphis with 109 to 105. It was indeed a toxic one this morning. Chicago Bulls also were in action early hours of today, and they got their win as expected. San Antonio Spurs was also in action this morning against Utah Jazz, 101 to 104 in favor of the Spurs. This morning also, Golden State Warriors were in actions as they defeated the Portland Trail Blazers by 131 to 98. Olashindara Habib Olayinka sending love to us. They say thank you very much for your comments. And my boss are talking about Olubori Omoyemi, saying well done guys, nice presentation. They say thank you boss for your encouragement. And also we have other comments coming in. Olashindara Habib Olayinka saying well done sir, from Opeyemi area of Ibadan. Right here, we say thank you. Bakare Temitayo also sending a love. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for your comments. We also want to see your reaction. Which team did you support? Right here this early morning on Sporting Wave. On your super that EOB. Over to you, David. Talking about the matches in the NBA preseason. Now, what is your reaction to all this game? Talking about the Golden State Warriors defeating their Portland opponent yesterday, earlier of today.
Just like I expected, the Golden State Warriors, I expected them to win. I mean, they have a couple of good roster. They have Steph Curry, who is actually the MVP right now in the NBA, and I just feel this result is not so surprising. I expected them to win, but going into the NBA regular season, let's see what they can actually do. For other guys that actually getting the results, I just hope they actually get to bring that form when it comes to the league proper. So let's wait and see when the NBA regular season will start, and let's see some interesting matches that will actually come up.
Definitely, we're going to see a lot of interesting matches. But today, in the UEFA Europa League, Real Betis will be playing up against Roma. What's your prediction about that?
Real Betis defeated AS Roma in the first leg of this competition in Italy by 2-1. But I just feel AS Roma will actually want to get a revenge against Manuel Pellegrini's side, the former Manchester City manager. But this game looks like a draw. Will actually, it looks like draw is actually written on it. So I'll actually go with a draw between these two sides.
What about Arsenal?
Arsenal
currently they're top of their form, playing well. I think it's the right time to be an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, right now, right time to be an Arsenal fan.
Straight win for them?
Straight win for Arsenal.
Okay, what about Karabakh against Olympiacos?
This will actually be a very dicey one. Olympiacos and Karabakh, I mean, two sides that are known to be playing the UEFA Champions League, but right now they found themselves in the UEFA Europa League. But I just feel Olympiacos to get a decent result away from home.
Okay, what about Manchester United against Anama Nicosia. You
Um,
know, in
um,
the first leg we saw, goals from the two sides. Going
Yeah.
forward to Old Trafford today, what should we be expecting from this?
Omonia Nicosia, showed us in the first leg that they are not a side that will actually get to respect Manchester United when it comes to the field of play. They will actually put the game to Manchester United, and they actually got the first goal, but they actually lost by 3-2. For Manchester United, this is a game they need to win. If they want to pipe pressure on the right side to actually come top of the table, if they don't actually want to play a qualifying match for the round of 32, so I just feel it will be very tight one for Manchester United against Omonia Nicosia. Omonia Nicosia will be looking at Manchester United like a team. Maybe they can actually get a decent result away from home at the Old Trafford today. But I just feel Manchester United, with the kind of quality they have, should be able to get a win against Omonia Nicosia tonight. So I'll be going for a Manchester United win against Omonia Nicosia.
What about in the UEFA Conference League? We have the likes of West Ham. We'll be playing host to Anderlecht today. What are your expectations to that particular match?
They won their first leg by 3-1. Skamaka getting in the goals for them, and they won the first leg by 1-0 rather. Skamaka getting the only goal for them in that particular encounter. Lucas Paqueta is getting the assist right now. The guy they brought from Lyon for almost £50 million. So I just see West Ham are actually doing so well right now. They didn't start so well in the current season, but they tend to improve so much, and playing at the Olympic Stadium tonight. I feel Anderlecht, the Belgium side, have nothing to actually prove against West Ham tonight. So West Ham to get a win against Anderlecht tonight.
That is coming from David Bigbami. A whole lot to talk about this morning also. Right about now, we have to say our BYE on this show. Don't you worry. On Friday, we will be back to give you all the details, all the stories coming from that particular encounter. But then, before we go, we have to tell you that Kobe United have recruited 11 new players to improve their squad. In preparation for next season NPFL actions. 11 players from these guys. But right about now, we have to say our BYE. Until we come your way again on Friday, we'll be back to give you all the excitement coming from the world of sports, the world of football. Before I leave this morning, my name still remains Ayomikun Adeni. I am the host of this particular program. And before I go, thank you, David Ibibami, being part of my world this morning. And to Sheyi Oyewole, my studio producer, my manager. So thank you very much. God bless you. See you again on Friday. I'm out of studio.
EOB Live ìkànnì tẹ́yàn láyò ní EOB Live ìdùnnú yìí ló jẹ wá lógún.